Hey, what's up, Fannon?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah, I was trying to catch y'all catch sorry man. I hit my volume, man. What's going on, King Corleone, Marcus McElroy, the perfection. Yeah, man, I didn't realize I forgot that Demetrius Andre was fighting tonight, man. But I wanted to follow up with you and my man Southside Boxing. See if you guys wanted to finish up that conversation since 78 said he had to go. 78 likes to stay that hour.
Yeah. Oh, Brian, so now Brian Jennings is getting ready to fight too on ESPN Plus. This is nuts. So, but yeah,
Damn. Hey, what's going on, Justin March? Yeah, damn, my bad. Yeah, Nino Brown, I'm drunk as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
no, but I'm glad you touched up on that stuff. You got a chance to, because some of this stuff has gotten old and needs to be reminded about stuff. Look, I know for a fact. I look. I heard from Tom Fisher's, but he was quiet. But I do know for a fact that Bud Crawford's team want all the smoke, and I also know that Earl Spence ain't afraid of nobody. Now what's going on with Keith Thurman is really putting delay on all this stuff because a lot of guys are waiting on Keith Thurman to come back, and they want their shot. And Keith Thurman ain't fighting Bud or Earl. The next year he already said that he said he ain't fighting Bud or Earl, but he been running his mouth, which is mouth talking about Bud Crawford. This like for like the past 4 or 5 months, and he said he ain't gonna fight him in 2019. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Now I know you're not gonna fight Earl, but I said, man, you're not really talking about. You said, well, he's not on my agenda yet. When I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to fight. But you pushing him off to 2020, which is what we said. We said this. We weren't gonna fight him 22. We were talking about this in like the end of 2017. Everyone was talking about that. Keith Thurman might not fight him until 2020. And people were hoping like end of 2019. This is sad. The fact that Keith Thurman's made a lot of people right. That he's proven everyone to be right. So no, I mean Keith Thurman's frustrated, but yeah, man, there has to be something. We got to find a way to get this fight to. I mean, Bud and Earl needs to get this thing up out the way because if they fight, then everybody else gonna have to come see them because of money, man. The money, the money. But I see what both guys are doing the right thing. If they're not fighting each other, both guys are building up their name cachet, and that's gonna help. That's gonna help the other fighters want to fight them because at the end of the day, they want to get paid. So I mean, this is what's sad about this. Earl Spence, regardless of what we think, these good dudes feel like if we got to fight Earl, we're gonna have to go through that trauma. And I'm talking about the PBC guys. Then we want to be compensated for it. And they mean heaven. When they said 10 million, they meant that. They weren't playing. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait until Earl is a fighter who can guarantee his opponent, or at least high quality opponents, at least $10 million. And it's disgusting, man. But it is what it is, man. This is what we got to accept. We have to accept this for the time being. Bud Crawford is also perceived as a threat. He's going to have to find a way to get his revenue up. So ESPN needs to promote the hell out of this fight. I mean, it can't just come down to the YouTube channels, but what's been happening with Bobby Arum fights. You got to promote. You got a pay per view. You got to promote this pay per view. Now they have an opportunity to promote this Bud pay per view. You're gonna have a lot of NBA games. You're gonna have college basketball games coming up with NCAA tournament. I'm talking about the conference tournaments because they have they have NBA on ABC. That needs to be promoted during those games before the game starts, during the game, and after the game. So you got to promote the crap. But ESPN has no choice. Disney, because this really comes down to Disney. Disney has no choice to promote that fight. If we want this fight, because these dudes, I do think that Bud and Earl are going to eventually fight. But I do also believe that both dudes, even though they will fight now, they also know that if they wait, and this is the sick part about it, this is the part that I hate, that both dudes going to make a killing if they wait this out another year. And I truly believe this fight ain't happening until 2020.
All right, hey, Abel Mahari, man, what's good with you, man?
What's good, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? Hey, and I'm so sorry First of all, let me tell Callie, nigga, man, I'm so sorry to cut you off, man. I was just emotional about that shit. I can't fucking stand this. I cannot fucking stand Eddie Hearn. And if I was talking about Eddie Hearn, motherfuckers would understand. But ain't no goddamn difference between Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, dude. Ain't no fucking difference.
But remember, I told you the dudes who, because I figured this out a few months ago, and which is why, like I said, when I criticize people, like, why criticize Bud and Earl? But when I criticize Bud, I start getting a bunch of Nebraska people for me, and it just happened again recently, where a Nebraska guy was trying to defend Bob Arum. I'm like, look, man, you can defend Earl. I mean, you can defend Bud without defending Bob Arum. Bob Arum's a piece of garbage. I said, you're black. There's no reason to defend a man who swindled Top Rank away from Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry, and that cannot be forgiven.
Hey, and most importantly, you Nebraska motherfuckers, you must defend Errol Spence without defending. I mean, you must defend Terence Crawford without defending Bob Arum, because ain't nobody gonna listen to shit you got to say. Okay, he's a piece of shit. He's the original piece of shit. And your boy Terence Crawford decide to sign with a piece of shit. Period. And that's what it is. And because Terence Crawford got what? I sent it to you. Stay ready. Because your boy, Bud, what has Bud got? Another 5 years, 6 years left in his career? He 30 years old, maybe 31.
Right.
He got about
right.
Right. He got about another 6 years. Dude, hey man, seriously, I'm a big supporter of Bud. I know Bud can fight. And I want Bud, and I hate the fact that it's Bud and Errol Spence that are in the situation where they can wind up having that miraculous fight. Number one, y'all need to better pray that Mikey Garcia doesn't beat Errol Spence, because you will never get a Terence Crawford super fight. Ever. Because I'm more certain. Dude, I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to damn near murder Mikey Garcia. But damn, I know styles make fights. I know Terence Crawford. Oh my God, Terence Crawford is destruction for that boy. You better hope that you need to be Errol Spence Jr. fan right now. But go ahead and stay ready, box. I mean, not stay ready. Stay ready should be coming. Abel Mahari, man, what you got to talk about?
Well, I mean, I was just listening in on the 78's conversation during that live stream, though, man. And the big thing I would assess, though, from my perspective, is that Crawford, at the end of the day, the reason why he signed that contract was basically it was ESPN money. It was not Top Rank money, if you really think about it. Because when is the last time Top Rank has ever given that kind of money to any kind of fighter, other than maybe a white fighter per se? You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound right to me why anyone would want us to re-sign with Top Rank. They've always done shady stuff in the past. I mean, guys who have left Top Rank have already made double the money that they never made before. De La Hoya, Cotto signed with Rank, and then he left them, and then he made more money by himself. Same with Floyd Mayweather. He's the highest paid athlete in sports. So, at the end of the day, for Terence Crawford fans that support this guy, you also have to be real with yourself about who's promoting the guy. Bob. I mean, the bottom line is this: Bob Arum will not do any business with Al Haymon because he sued the guy and thrashed the guy publicly. But the bottom line is he never even had a conversation with the man. We don't know what his stance is. You don't know what his mind state is in the world of boxing. So the bottom line is this: you can't assume anything. And Bob Arum is a shady promoter. We all know that. Go ahead, Fannon. I'm finished.
Oh no, you good. Nah, hey, I got my man Southside Boxing. First of all, man, we're gonna go for about another 30 minutes because I think Demetrius Andre versus Akavov is gonna be on by that time, man. And I don't want to mess anybody up trying to watch that fight.
Hey, Brian, to let you know, Brian Jennings is getting ready to fight too. So,
on ESPN,
ESPN Plus,
ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
God dang, man. Hey, but I gotta let Stay Ready cook for a little while. Stay Ready, speak your piece, my brother. Speak your piece, man, because I don't mean to be disrespectful to you, man.
Oh, you're not disrespectful to me at all, because you know I'm a Texas boy, so I'm gonna rep Texas. Yeah, I know. I understand South Side. I understand your vitriol, man. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's on the fighters at all. I think it's on the promoters, because you got a promoter like Bob Arum that's steady coming out. He's steady calling Al Heyman name in public. Bob Arum is doing the same thing that Eddie Hearn does. It seems like that's where Eddie Hearn learned all his tactics from, is Bob Arum. Because Bob Arum is calling out Al Heyman in the public. He's doing all this extra shit in the public, but he hasn't sat there and picked up the phone one time. Even Errol said it when they met. He said, you know, Bob, you know Al Heyman number, pick up the phone. You sat there and told the whole media, who was that? Ellie Setback, that he said Al Heyman wasn't real. It's somebody that Sam made up. Like,
that's what he said.
Yeah, eventually we all got to agree it's not on the fighters. It's not on the fighters. They met in public. We know the fight is going to happen, but the hold up is the promotion. And you can't say Al Heyman is a manager. He's not Errol Spence promoter. Errol Spence is his own promoter. But you still got to talk to somebody's manager before you can make a deal with anything. Either talk to their manager or their agent. That goes back to Bob Arum in the end. Every way we want to look at it, every which way, every fork in the road, every turn, every crack, every stop sign, when you pump gas, everything leads all the way back to Bob Arum in the end. So we all got to eventually agree that the hold up on this fight right here is Bob Arum. We know the fight is going to happen, but when?
Hey, Stay Ready, you got to understand, this is the build-up process that we're going through right now. I hate this shit, but this is what's happening.
I know. I understand it. You know, I really do. But it's just, after a while, it gets frustrating, because all you hear is people want to talk about who Errol Spence is ducking Crawford, or you hear Terence Crawford is ducking Errol. I don't think neither one of them is ducking either one of them at the end of the day.
They're not.
I think the fight is going to happen, period.
But this shit builds the fight up, though. Stay Ready. That's the point. All this banter like this back and forth, this is what builds the fucking fight up, and both fighters gonna be compensated for it. But everybody's getting played by talking about this shit like this. So, but sometimes you gotta go back and remind people of shit that really happened. Like I said, neither dude is bad. Neither dude. I'm gonna tell you right now, Bud want to fight, Earl want to fight. But right now, what you got, and this is what Earl's listening to, PBC. PBC's telling him, he said, look, man, if you do this and this and this, you're going to be in position to be super A-side against Bud Crawford when you guys do come to the table. And Bud Crawford's trying to put names on his resume so Earl won't be super A-side against Bud. This is exactly what the fuck is happening right now.
This is what's happening. I get the game, but I look at it from as Al Heyman's side. He's putting Errol Spence in a position to maximize his profit margin at the end of the day. But Bob Arum is looking at it as how he gonna make money, because, like I said, Terence Crawford's bag is already secured.
No, but he gonna make some money off this Khan fight. Like I said,
yeah,
the Khan is a good name for him. Yeah, because Khan got name recognition out here, man. Khan is known. Khan got a house out here. He got fan base out here in the Bay Area. Yeah. Got fans out here, man. So it's gonna help him sell a fight. If ESPN do what they supposed to do and promote that fight during the NBA on Saturday night, during the All-Star game, and during the conference tournaments for college basketball, they're gonna do all right, man. I'm telling you.
They should be promoting it now.
Agreed.
Don't wait till the last minute like you always do.
Yeah, promote it during the playoffs, during the NFL football playoffs.
That's the perfect time. Throw a Super Bowl commercial out there.
Oh, you talking about Amir Khan?
Yeah.
Hey, let me move to Stay Ready, man. Stay Ready. What's your thoughts on it, man?
On Amir Khan and on Terence Crawford.
On the whole subject.
Oh, you didn't hear me a minute ago?
I thought that was Southside still talking, man. I told you I done had me some of this. Let me show you. Hey, let me show you, dog. Hey,
Stay Ready was going back and forth, man.
No, y'all, hey, man, that's a country. Hey, let me tell you. Let me show you. Here, hold on. Here you go. See this right here?
Oh, he on there.
That Tullamore, dog. I'm on that Tullamore, dog. I'm listening. I'm sitting here having a good time talking boxing, dog. I'm like, somebody talking shit to somebody else. I don't even know. I'm lit up, dog. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Hey, man,
I'm lit up, man.
Man, I'm
having a good time tonight, man. I love the LGBC, man.
I got about 17.
You guys gonna love this, though. I tell you guys, Amir Khan got real fans, man. A dude from Amir Khan Nation says, man, I'll bet anybody, Amir Khan, he gonna fuck up Bob Crawford. You guys know he gonna win. It ain't no 50-50 fight. You know he gonna win. I said, man,
hell no. Amir Khan about to get a dog. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like that's a real fight. That motherfucker's gonna get put the fuck to sleep. Straight up. Oh, dude, that shit's gonna be Canelo Alvarez times 2. Man, he gonna fucking put that motherfucker to sleep, dog. Yeah. You know the fight I want to see though.
What's that one?
Errol Spence Jr. Amir Khan.
Oh, that's cold, man. Come on.
Come
on, that's a horrible. That fight gonna be shorter. That's a one-round fight.
I feel like Amir Khan is gonna hit Errol, but Errol is gonna hit him so hard that he ain't.
I don't give a fuck how that first 3 rounds go, dog. Round 4, that's a fucking wrap, dog. That's just a wrap.
So now we know that Fannon hates Amir Khan.
I hate him.
Hey, you know what? How you feel about Amir Khan is the same way I feel about Dominic Brazil, and that's why I've been calling for Wilder in Brazil because I want Wilder to go ahead and decapitate this hoe. I really.
And you know that White. I've been hearing that White. If White does sign, that Brazil and White is definitely happening next.
That's perfect. I hope White clips him. I
think Brazil will beat White, man.
He might. Well, I don't know.
I like White over Brazil, man. I do.
Brazil over White, man.
All Brazil does is try to just over. He just smothers his opponents and just try to overshadow them. That's all he do is just get on top of him and smother him and throw punches from everywhere.
Who you talking about? You talking about White?
Yeah, Brazil.
Oh,
he don't have no boxing skills to me.
See, here's my thing, man. This is my thing, and never forget this. And I think we late night, so there shouldn't be a lot of UK fans watching. Them UK fighters are bums.
Facts.
They're bums. Okay. And they walk over here to some motherfucker like Brazil. Brazil will fucking knock that fucker. That's why they don't want to make the fight. Dog, let's not forget, dude. Them cats, for real. There's not a good record of motherfuckers from the UK coming over here, man.
Nope.
Joe Calzaghe got Bernard Hopkins when Bernard Hopkins was well past it. And other than Joe Calzaghe, them dudes get their ass whooped, dog.
You see why all them dudes ducking Luis Ortiz, man. It's a whole European duck. When you include Usyk, it's a European duck, man. It's disgusting.
I do respect
Brazil don't count though. That nigga's trash.
Dog, I'm telling you, a trash American. A C-level American. Look, man. How many Europeans, as much shit as they talk, dude, and I keep talking about this in these videos. Who's that with all that? That's a lot of crumpling.
That's some chips, right?
That's
stay ready, huh?
Yeah, I was sticking my hand in the bag of cough drops, grabbing me a cough.
Look, man, shit don't change, dog. Okay, American soccer sucks. All right, we can buy all the tickets we want. That don't mean the players don't suck, dog.
Yep.
All right, them boxes over there in the UK.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up, Fannon.
UK then.
Hey, you know there's a guy named Ted Cheeseman, right? You guys ever heard of the guy named Ted Cheeseman?
Yeah, Ted Cheeseman.
Yeah, he said he's going to smoke with he wants to smoke with Jared Hurd. I saw this dude fight. That dude is slow as hell. I slammed my sex up. Is that Jared Hurd gonna fuck that boy up, man?
They get killed, man. They get killed, man. It's like a skinny white woman singing, dog. This shit ain't gonna work. Okay, you bring them big fat ass black women out the back of the choir, they gonna blow them out. They don't want that shit. And that's most of their motherfucking insecurity. I'm telling you I'm drunk, but I'm gonna tell you the truth while I'm drunk. Okay? I'm gonna tell you the truth while I'm drunk. That they don't believe in themselves. That's why they talk about pay-per-view numbers. They talk about the number of people that showed up to watch the fight, all that shit. Okay? They've got, of all the shit they talking, they got 4 fucking world champions, dude. 4 of them. They got Anthony Joshua, Callum Smith, and by the way, Callum Smith won his belt off of another UK fighter who won his belt off of a UK fighter. Then they've got Cal Yafai down at fucking junior featherweight, and they got some other motherfucker at flyweight. For all the shit they talk, they got 4 world champions, and none of them motherfuckers want to leave the UK to fight.
What about Josh Taylor? What do you respect? Do you respect him?
Josh Taylor ain't a world champ.
No, he not. But that's one of the few UK fighters I do respect.
No, I think you know. Don't look. I'm talking about world champ. There's a difference. There's a difference between a world champ and a guy that can't fight.
Josh Warrington.
Let me tell you. Let me say this.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm drunk, but let me get my.
Gary Russell Jr. Man, fuck
Josh
him.
Warrington is a world champion. That's the guy that won the belt off of Carl Frampton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fannon, and he just tried to act like when he was asked about fighting Gary Russell Jr., he said, "Well, you know, I want to fight Oscar Valdez and Leo Santa Cruz, but you were asked about fighting Gary Russell Jr. How the
They
fuck?"
don't want that. Hell no, they ain't gonna take that fight. They don't want to leave because now they've got the interest of UK fans because UK fans are active in boxing. They feel like they can make money on a domestic. In a domestic fight that they can make more money than they can make in the United States getting their ass whooped.
They just said Jorge Linares got knocked out in the first round.
Who?
Jorge Linares got knocked out in the first round. That's what they're saying in the street. Oh.
So much for Lomachenko.
Wow. Jorge Linares been the bum though. For now, we've all said this. No one's ever thought Jorge Linares was any good. Who thought we none of us did?
Linares ain't good. Linares already been knocked out 3 fucking times. He knocked 3 times before this fight. He got knocked out.
Lomachenko looks awful in this, but we gotta say this, man. We gotta be honest about this. Lomachenko's victories, they ain't looking that impressive, man. He's not looking. I gotta start. I mean, how good is Lomachenko? Start to question these things when you see shit like Jorge Linares, who I never thought was that good, but people started to big up him because he almost beat Lomachenko because he gave Lomachenko hell. I'm a question.
Oh, what? This nigga got knocked out with a jab. He got knocked out with a jab. Am I bullshit? Dude, Linares got knocked out with a jab.
Wow. I didn't even see it because the Bryant Jennings fight just started against Rivas. So that's what I'm watching, and I missed the whole Linares. That's one of Eddie Hearn's, not Eddie Hearn's, that's one of Oscar De La Hoya's best fighters. That's the sad part.
Linares got cooked by a Mexican cat, man.
Well, in Lomachenko's defense, the guys that I do think can beat him are not trying to fight him. So until further notice, Lomachenko owns 126 to 125. I mean, 136 to 135 because Tank ain't trying to fight him and Mikey about to get, his career in.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
What's his name was trying to fight him? Burchell was trying to fight him and he moved up.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this right now. Tank and his team, this is what I've been told, they trying to put that together this year. They were trying to fight Tevin Farmer, but Tevin Farmer's promoter, Lou DiBella, said, well, technically he can't fight until it's the zone deal. Like, they tried to fight Tevin Farmer before he signed with the zone. But the Tevin Farmer signed with the zone, then he started talking more shit, talking about that he deserves millions of dollars in order for Mikey Garcia, Lomachenko, and Gervonta Davis to fight him. They have to pay him millions of dollars. So he don't want to fight nobody. He full of shit with his old fucking security camera eye anyway. But I'm telling you this right now, Lomachenko, man, and Tank Davis, man, that shit. If they really want that fight, because we gonna find out. Because Lomachenko's team be suspect of some shit. Like they was at first, they were hesitant about the Mikey Garcia fight in last summer. I know that for a fact. They were hesitant to make that fight, and Mikey would try to press for it, but then again, it's about to make Fannon right. Bob Arum was really not really trying to push for that fight at that
No, they
moment.
ain't trying to push.
But
Man,
that's a whole nother subject.
Y'all with that shit. First of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Right now, a year ago, I would have favored Lomachenko. Right now, I would favor Lomachenko last year 60-40 because Lomachenko was 30 and Tank Davis was 22. This year, I think it's maybe 55-45 for Lomachenko. Next year, that shit switches. Dog, Lomachenko got cut up by fucking Jose Pedraza, dude. Lomachenko, I'm telling you, man, Black Fight Fan TV gonna be hurt, man. Damn, am I missing some volume? I'm telling you, Black Fight Fan gonna be real hurt in a minute. Cause he about to lose, dog. Dog, come on, man. That dude is. How many years has he been a pro? Like, was he 30? So maybe 16 years as a pro?
Right.
About 16 years since he started fighting full time, dog. And his eye, and it showed on his eyes with Pedraza. Dude, both of his eyes would shut up. Look like as soon as you tap him, he cuts. Man, Tank Davis catches that dude, dog. It's going to be seriously fucking.
You've been saying it. You've been saying he's past his prime now for about a year. You think he's past his prime?
Ain't no question whether he's past his prime. That dude's over the hill. Lomachenko's over the hill, man. And I'm gonna continue to say it because he is.
He looks slower.
Dude,
his reflexes don't look as good. Go ahead.
Dog, he got knocked down by Jorge Linares, and his eyes got cut up by Jose Pedraza. And while you bullshitting, Miguel Mariaga was fighting him like 1-for-1 up until he got paid off to quit. But like I said, this is a midnight. Like I said, this is a midnight stream, and I'll delete it so I don't have to have Black Fight Fan TV all mad at me. But it is what it is, dog. So that's going too far. No, in Period Kingdom, he is over there. He's a 30-year-old, 120. Look, man, you can say what you want about Lomachenko's skill. But when you're a 126-pounder and you're 30 years old, you're over the hill.
Bro.
Ain't no 2 cents about that shit.
He said he deleted it, so I'm going to go and say they already midgets.
What'd you say?
I'm saying they already midgets. So,
ain't no fucking 126-pounder in the world at 31 years old in their prime, man. Unless you are the only people that think that are cats that are 22 years old. So if you 22 years old and you think somebody that a little motherfucker that's 31 years old is in their prime, that's because you ain't hit 31 years old yet. Shit slows down, dog. Nah, damn, we got a silence, man.
No, I said you talking about silence. I was just listening to you. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, man, you've been saying that for a while, man.
You guys are, man. But I'm gonna tell you for real. One of the things the younger guys don't catch is age, because you've not experienced it. When you get to be 33, 34, 35 years old, your shit don't work like it did when you were 22.
Man, let me tell you, the day I turned 30, my knee started popping for no reason, and it hurts. But it stopped. But the day I turned 30, it was just popping for no reason. Every time I sat down and got up, my knee was popping.
Hey man, let me be more blunt. All right. When I was motherfucking 36, the wind blew and I could fuck for a day. Okay? That shit don't happen at 45, dog. At 45, you gotta be like, well, all right, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, dog. That's how that shit works. The older you get, you don't just lose your hair, dog, and you just don't go gray. All right? Your shit slows down, dog.
Yeah.
Your shit slows down. All right? You used to be able to just eat whatever the fuck you wanted, and that shit come up off your body. It doesn't work like that anymore. When you've been taking punches from the time you 50, every punch that hits you upside the head, dog, counts. Every hit, every punch you take upside the head counts. Every mile that you run counts. Every jab you throw counts. Every weight you lift counts. All that shit counts. All that shit is, every push-up you do is one less push-up that you got left in you. Every fucking punch you take is one less punch that you got to take in you. That's why cats that like Lomachenko turned pro at 25. And people are like, oh, he just did all this shit, in 12 fights. No. How many Olympic gold medals did he win? 2, right? That's 8 years of fucking Olympic competition.
That's true.
8 years of sparring, right? He's been fighting since he was 4, right? All that shit adds up. It ain't like you're fucking no athlete gets an immortal body, dog. Nobody in this motherfucker is Superman, okay? The more you use it, the less
I'm glad you brought that up because Lomachenko relies on his reflexes for his defense.
Exactly.
And without his reflexes, he's gonna get hit. That's why he's probably getting hit more.
Tank, on the other hand, is 23. All that shit people talk about, well, he's gaining weight, he's coming up, and he's 23. That shit will affect him when he's 33, 34 years old. Right? All the punches he's taking, all the workout he's doing, all the run, even think about the running. If you're running on the road, man, that's fucking every time you run, that's banging on your motherfucking joints. I work out, dude. I've really been starting to work out heavy. Right? I've been working out heavy. And you know what I got to do? I got to work out one day. I got to rest a day. I got to work out one day. I got to rest a day. And it's not because I can't do the workout. It's because I can't recover. Because if I fucking do squats, my knee is going to fucking swell up on me. Because I tore my ACL some years ago. Same shit. That fucking surgery that Lomachenko has, that shit is hurting him. Trust me. He got that shit cut open, right? Somebody cut his muscle,
right,
went inside that shit, tied some shit up. It was like, you good to go.
That rotator cuff, that ain't no joke.
The punches he used to throw, like say he throws 100 punches, he can't throw 100 punches now. He can't throw 100 punches five days in a row. He can throw 100 punches, then he got to rest 3 days. He throw 100 punches, he got to rest 4 days. Where Tank will be like, motherfucker, give me that fifth. Knock a fifth back. I'll be back in that shit tomorrow. And then the next day, he'd be like, oh, drink another fifth. I'll be back tomorrow. That shit's real. Shit's real. And so that's where even like when Pacquiao, dog. Oh, man, Fannon said, Brother Hunter said, try 2 days recovery. I do. I'll do like 1 day of workout. I'll do whole body workout. I'll take a day. I'll do a whole body workout. I'll take a day. I'll take a whole body workout and I'll take 2 days. But I can't do that.
You know what you're saying, basically? You're saying he's subject to be upset by somebody that he shouldn't. Not even Tank. He may get upset by somebody we don't expect.
Some young motherfucker. Look at Ali and fucking Spence. There's no better example of that shit than Ali versus Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks never stopped throwing punches. Ali got to take a break every 3 punches. Like shit. Throw 3 punches. Don't be surprised, man, if that's what the one thing that Ticket said today that resonated with me. Manny Pacquiao's 6 years older than Adrian Bronner. Adrian Bronner's not 30 yet. The fact that he's only 30, that he's not 30 years old means in between rounds, dude, he's going to get his energy a lot quicker than Manny Pacquiao is. Straight up. And that's just not me making shit up. That's me telling you the truth. Okay? And I mean, I don't want to say it because I don't want to like bust. Dude, I'm over 45 years old. The shit don't work the same. It doesn't. It can work as well as it's ever worked.
Your brain may tell you can do it, but your body disagrees.
No. Let me tell you for real. I'm going to tell you for real. When you get at my age, my shit works as well as it's ever worked, but it's not going to work as consistently. I cannot do what I wanted to do. I cannot go and play a game of basketball all out one day and come back the next. When I was 26, when I was 22, 23 years old, I could go on Monday, I could go on Tuesday, I could go on Wednesday, I could go on Thursday. I might be sore on Thursday, so I'll take a break. I'll be back on Friday. Now, I might go Monday. Damn it, if I turn my knee the wrong way, it might not be till Saturday. That's why you see Floyd Mayweather Jr. fighting the way he fights.
When Floyd takes off, he may take a couple of years off to heal his body.
Yes. That's because he can't do the shit. You don't lose all that shit you put on your ass. It does not come off. It doesn't come off, dog. And time, Father Time never loses. I guarantee you that Lomachenko, the more he worked out earlier in his career to get where he is, the more the quicker his shit's gonna come. Or versus Luis Ortiz, right? Luis Ortiz is going to be able to fight to a later age because he doesn't use any energy.
Right.
All he does is wait for you to throw a punch. He counter punches. But anyway, man, you get the point, man.
I'm not what you saying makes sense though, man. Because Lomachenko, man, like I said, his style is really based off reflexes. It really is. He's had great reflexes over his career, which is why he's always been able to pivot and get out of danger. But when your reflexes go away, we know this for a fact, Roy Jones Jr., it can happen overnight. You get caught with something that in the past you wouldn't have got caught with.
Hell yeah.
And it's over.
That's what they said about Ali. There's a tape that you can listen to Custom Model, the trainer of Mike Tyson, when he is watching a sparring match, and it's on YouTube. He's watching a sparring match of Muhammad Ali. And he was like, damn, when Muhammad Ali was 26, when he took that step back, he might be 7 inches away from a punch. But now when he takes a step back, he's only a half inch away from the punch. That punch is going to land.
Yep.
You can't act. I mean, people that think the motherfuckers don't get old, dog, there are no 90-year-old boxers, man. It's just fucking what it is. And I know
it's sports, bro. Think about, remember Willie Mays? Willie Mays was one of the greatest baseball players to ever play the game. And I remember he was playing. He said they showed him playing. I think what was it with the Mets? I think he finished it with the Mets. And this was before my time. But I saw highlights that he looked atrocious. And I was like, man, damn. I said, damn. I know a lot of people don't want to see dudes like that. It's like, get out of there before you start to look like that. But a lot of athletes can't do it.
Hey, Deshaun Thomas, you talking about Rigo? Rigo is 4 years old. Is at least 6 years older than Lomachenko. Gary Russell's the same age as Lomachenko, and Nicholas Walters is there too. And their fights happened 2 and 3 years ago. It's easy to talk about what motherfuckers did and not remember that shit was 2 years ago. When you get over 30 years old, 2 years is a long ass time, man. And he's not a heavyweight. But go ahead and believe it. And you know what's going to happen? A motherfucker like me is going to wait till Lomachenko is 34 years old and he jumps his ass in the ring with fucking Josh Warrington?
Right.
Is that
Josh Warrington? Right.
And he'll fight Josh Warrington. And you guys will all be fucking shocked that he gets his ass whooped. Because the pivots he don't pivot like he used to pivot. He ain't taking the shots like he used to take the shots because he's 32, 33, 34 years old. It's just what it is, man. It's Father Time, man. And you can say what you want, but Father Time ain't never lost, dog.
No, but you know what you said, though, too, Fannon? Because I know Stay Ready when to say something. But Fannon, what you were saying, too, about all those amateur fights. He's had, I think he had over 430-some amateur fights in his career. That counts, too.
Hell yeah, 400. 400. Yeah, but y'all do what y'all want to do. Believe you live forever if you want to. Ain't nobody ever. Hey, everybody dies. Everybody gets old. Everybody slows down. Period. You know what I mean? Period.
What you saying? You about to say something? Stay ready.
Oh, a minute ago when he was talking about him getting old, and I was thinking about everybody talking about he had like for 8,956 amateur fights. You know, that shit gonna wear on him. Out of there, I don't think he had that many amateur fights. Why did he take so long to go pro? But like you were saying, all this stuff wear and tear on your body. Now you 30. Now what? You 32, 33, and he gonna try to fight one of these young cats he calling out. That's why I said I think Mikey Garcia beat him.
Oh, Mikey Garcia would beat him, man.
I think Mikey Garcia would beat him easily too.
Yeah, because Mikey Garcia is younger and he's more experienced. That's a fucked up combination, dude.
Oh, did you know what else forgot about? Remember they had that little World Series, like it was like a World Series of boxing or something like that, where it was kind of like a half pro, half amateur. He fought, and I think he had something like 14 fights or something like that. In that,
no, seven in the World Series of boxing.
Well, 7 in the World Series of boxing. So yeah, you think about this dude that had almost 450 fights or somewhere around then before entering the pros. That's a lot of wear and tear, man. And I don't even do they even count the Olympics? I don't know if they count the Olympics doing that amateur stuff. Do they?
Lomachenko has been a pro. Lomachenko has been a professional boxer since he was 10 years old. Alexander Usyk has been a professional boxer since he's about 10 years old. Wojciech has been a professional fighter since he's about 10 years old. All right, that's how that shit works. From the time that they reach the upper level, the upper echelon of the Ukrainian amateur system, they get their house paid for, they get their car paid for, and that's what they do full time. They get their training full time. They wake up in the morning, they train, they go to sleep, they eat, they go to sleep, rinse and repeat. It's not the same system as you have in the United States. In the United States, we have to, if you want your son to be, if somebody wants to be a professional boxer, they either have to be luck up and have somebody in their neighborhood in a local gym train them and give them and train them in their local gym, right? And then have them pay for them to go to local fight after local fight after local fight, right? That's our system. That's not Lomachenko's system. Lomachenko's system is the state pays for it. Same thing with tennis. Like, why are you got Serena Williams and Venus Williams and Sloane Stephens at the top of the U.S. system, but everybody around them got Eastern European names because they've had their tennis coaches, they've had their meals, they've had their equipment, they've had their rent, they've had their cars paid for by the federation from the country that they came from.
And they peak early though too. They peak early too, man. And when they fade, man.
Dude, they've been professionals. Lomachenko didn't go pro till his career was over. That's how they see it. You remember that shit that Lomachenko was interviewed, and he said, "When you were a kid, what were you trying to do?" And they were like, "Well, what I wanted to do was I wanted to be an Olympian." The amateurs are more important than the pros. So when do they go pro? They go pro when they can no longer win in the amateurs. Lomachenko had won two Olympic gold medals, a bunch of world championships, and that was it for him. Now it's time for him to go pro. But he didn't go pro till he's 26, but he lived getting all his bills paid and getting paid from the time he was 10, 11 years old. The shit's a completely different system. Even when these motherfuckers be talking about who's the greatest fighter ever, goddamn, excuse my language, but damn, give Tank Davis, pay all of Tank Davis's bills from the time he's 10 years old, right? Give him world championship training and see what he could do by the time in the Olympics when he's 19 years old. It's apples and oranges, man.
You'd have more professional boxers then if we had that kind of system.
Hell yeah. Dude, we'll kill them. Could you imagine, just on the real, if they had this system in the same system that Lomachenko came up in, that they had that in the United States, where they go and pick. Hey, hit the mic. Stay ready.
Okay, that was me.
Hit the mute.
All right.
Yeah. Imagine this. Imagine that there is somebody, a billionaire, is going to look for the most talented athletes in the inner cities of Dallas, Chicago, New York, Houston, LA, and Detroit, right? Or the states, and say, look, what we're going to do is we think you'll be a great boxer. We want to pay for your training. We want to pay for your travel. We want to pay for the house you live in. We want to pay for the car you live in, that you drive, and we're going to give you a stipend of $500 a month.
Man, the heavyweight division will be back.
Hell yeah. That's where Lomachenko comes from, dude. That's how Lomachenko was built. That's how Usyk was built. That's how Wojcik was built. That's how Kovalev was built. That's how Bivol was built. They picked them and they're like, you look like you'll be a good boxer. We want to pay for everything. There ain't no fucking chance these cats would be world champions if they did that in America. But what we have to do is we have to pay for everything. If you want your son to be a boxer, you got to come out of your pocket. You've got to pay for your coaches. You've got to pay for your travel to national tournaments. You got to pay for your entry fee into national tournaments. You got to pay for your equipment. You got to pay for your food. The time that you do that, you can't go to work. And these motherfuckers act like it's fair competition. And these bitches still got 2 champions. Fuck out of here. We'll kill these motherfuckers if we had that shit. But that's why I'm so disgusted with ESPN and HBO trying to prop these motherfuckers up. Lomachenko ain't never starved for shit.
And I'm glad that you brought this up because Bivol just signed to the Zone, and I'm hearing all these European dudes talking about, oh, now the takeover America. I said, nobody give a fuck about Bivol in America. No one give a fuck about Bivol in America. No one gives a fuck about that motherfucker, man. No, he's a good fighter, but but no one cares about this dude. But what you said about him is correct. Most of them dudes fight pretty much the same style, or they have the same similar Eastern European mid-range upright style. Now the Ukrainians have put a little pizzazz on it. You know what I'm saying? They put a little sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the Eastern European style is the Eastern European style.
Dude, let me tell you you know what them Ukrainians put on it? Some juice.
He's gonna make you smoke mad.
Fucking juice on it.
Hey, Fannon, you also forgot the other thing too is that before HBO went out of business, they were trying to hype up Dmitry Bivol as another top pound-for-pound fighter in the sport.
Fuck out of here, man.
Right.
You know why these motherfuckers like steroids? Because they like steroids because they think Mayweather's on Negroids.
You know the other thing too, Fannon, is that we found out we already know that Sergey Kovalev was charged with domestic violence, but these dudes had the audacity to call out Floyd Mayweather for his BS. Max Kellerman slapped his wife in the face, and Jim Lamy was charged with domestic violence too. And you want to talk about what Floyd Mayweather's done? Get out of here with that, man.
And hey, man, check this out. You remember when Marcus Brown shit was canceled with Kovalev?
Yep.
Right.
That motherfucker had already been arrested. That shit could have been Kovalev that called that fight off.
It should have been because it happened around the same time. Ain't that about a bitch?
Same time. Kovalev got arrested for that shit the same time they canceled the fight, but they never mentioned that shit.
Well, he got the right complexion. You know how that works out.
For the protection.
Yeah. Hey, Reggie, said boxing conversation with Reggie Owens gave you a super chat. Shout out, I guess what I say. Shout out to Reggie.
Sorry,
Reggie Owens super chat. He said, Fannon, this is a great subject on the Eastern European system. And you got also D Bevel, the champ. He also gave you a super chat. He said hashtag LWC, hashtag new media, hashtag black excellence.
Thanks, man. Let me go through the super chats real quick, man. It shouldn't be too many, man. I wasn't looking for one, but man, my man Justin Marsh, much love in the building, man. Abel Mahari, man, you on the conversation now. Thank you, sir. B Bevel the champ, LDBC New Media Black Excellence, and Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Subscribe to my man, Boxing Conversations Reggie Owens, man. Thank y'all very much, man. But look, man, I'm drunk as a skunk, man. I got to get up off this.
Hold
bitch.
on, he said, dude, whatchamacallit, dude said, how long is that Russian system? He said, how long is the Russian system? He said, that's basically what dude Shogun Blade wanted to know. He said, damn, how long is the Russian system? No, the Russian anthem. He said the Russian anthem. Never mind.
Oh.
But I guess it is the Russian system, though. They do have a Russian system where it just say it's an Eastern European system where they train you.
Remember, that's the Soviet bloc.
Hey, Fannon. I don't like women, you know. They get on my nerve, you know what I mean? That's why I let them sit out. Man, Black Fight Fan TV this morning was trolling them this morning, man.
Hey, man. This
hey, you know, Kovalev is a racist piece of shit, though, man. This for him to be forgiven, like they just act like this dude didn't say none of this shit. Monkey, nigger. He used the word nigger. I've heard it come out of his mouth. I've seen his son with the monkey of Adonis Steven. He said a monkey's head on Adonis Stevenson's body. We seen this shit. And they act like you just don't hear Max Kellerman or Jim Lampley. None of these dudes say shit about this. Y'all know about this shit. Don't try to act like that. But then Jim Lampley's racist, so he agrees with the shit. As far as I'm concerned, he agrees with it.
Hey, look, man, I gotta roll out of here, man. I'm tossed, and I'm talking too much. And I'm about to watch this shit. I'm about to watch Demetrius Andre beat up some Russian dude, Akavov. Hey,
man,
but y'all
Andre get knocked out. Come on, Andre got knocked out by this dude. I'm like, oh wow,
knocked out by this boy.
I know he's not. But I said, man,
I think he's crazy. He's half fucking crazy. But dude, that dude can fight, man.
He can fight his ass off.
That boy's the truth, man.
No, he can fight his ass. If he get his mind right, he's the one who could beat. If his mind was right, I'd pick him to beat everybody. But he ain't there yet.
But look, man, I got to get out of here, man. Hey, thanks everybody for showing up, man. I really wanted to get Stay Ready. Stay Ready probably already dropped off me. Not Stay Ready. Southside already dropped off. But look, man, thank you everybody for tuning in. Callie, we got to do it again, man. It's been a while since we talked. Thank you, Stay Ready.
Sure,
thank you, people.
Yeah,
and
for sure, man.
Go ahead, man. You've been carrying the car. You've been saving me today, Callie. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I was saying, no doubt, man. We definitely got to do this because tonight, the 7H live tonight, that felt like the old Smoke City Modcast that I come off from like early this year. So, you know, they said that's what it felt like. It was almost like the old Smoke City Modcast. I was just hoping that we could have had Blood and Coach on there, huh?
We need to jump back on the Smoke City if it don't feel like that. Shit, let's
I know. We need to all be back on there because I haven't been on there as much. I mean, I've been on there for like I think the last 2 weeks I was on there for about 5 minutes. Then I got off. Before then I wasn't even on it. So we need to get Blood and everybody back on there again. We all haven't been on there the way we used to be, and with famous athletic coach. You know what I'm saying? We got to get everybody back on there the ticket and rip like we used to, and then continue to get the younger, smaller channels a chance to. I'll hop off and stuff like that too. But we got to get Blood and everybody back on there, man, because that's. We need that. We need that energy. It seems like we kind of we still growing, but it seems like we kind of parted. We need to all come back together like Voltron, like we used to. That's when we're at our best. So we need to come back together like we used to.
Agree.
Yeah, I'll show up. I'll make a commitment to show up to the next Smoke City for sure.
Well, you know,
that's what I said. Get Blood. I'm gonna talk to Blood and make sure we all get back on it because that's the heat. That's the fire. But tonight,
Blood's problem is that he moved out into that area where he doesn't have perception.
Yeah, I know he's doing that Pernell Whitaker documentary that I asked him to do. Man, I'm juiced about it. I can't wait for that shit to come out. Man, he got that Blood. He got that Pernell Whitaker documentary coming. That shit gonna be fucking fire. I'm so excited about that one. Because that's the one that I had requested for him, and I've been waiting for that to get motivated. So I'm juiced. I can't wait for that one. So I'm super juiced by Blood. But yeah, Blood said he wanted to move somewhere where we'll be able to get some reception. So I'll be happy when he could do that because we need all this shit back because like I said, it's been missing, but we definitely need to do something. If we're not gonna, if not just Smoke City, maybe we do something on a Friday or Saturday or something. I mean, there's fights and stuff starting to come up. I don't know. You're gonna do a live. You're gonna do the live. You're gonna cover the Broner podcast fight, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna probably be live for that like the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll be cool. I know. Like I said, we definitely, man. I'm hoping for some fireworks. I want to see some. I want to see a motherfucking upset, man. Pacquiao get stressed because I don't want. I'm so sick of Floyd and his bullshit. This is some bullshit. Floyd fight one of the younger guys.
Hell, I'm sick.
I know he'll fight Broner.
Shit.
You know what I mean? I want to see Floyd. I'm tired of Floyd. You know, I know Floyd is. I can't get mad. Floyd has had a great career. He's fought some great. He has great names on his resume. But if you're gonna keep coming back to fight, motherfucker, fight one of these young guns. Give one of these dudes a chance. Can you imagine what he would do for Earl's career if he fought Earl? I know he don't want to give up his because that's just what means the world to him.
Man, he might ruin Errol's career, man. Errol don't want killing an old man on his fucking record.
And then
no, but you say it won't, but it would draw the kind of attention that Errol Spence would get, and a lot of people will fall in love with him because he be the one that beat up Floyd Mayweather. He get
the Larry Holmes. He'll get the Larry Holmes treatment, dog.
You might be right. You might be right.
Florida mess around and kill himself.
Hey man, Errol Spence, seriously. Errol Spence would murder Floyd Mayweather, man. That shit ain't, man. And quiet as crap, I don't even know if he beats Pacquiao. Because that fucking slow as he looked, I'm not
in the Matrix.
Well, he wasn't even in shape for that. He said he didn't even train. You could tell he had a gut. He had a fucking gut. I never seen Floyd with a gut before.
Right.
He was damn there. Hey, remember the Great White Hype? He was looking like that.
Yeah. Hey, look, I gotta get out of here, Callie. Stay ready, Abel. Hey, man, thank you guys so much for showing up this evening, man. We got to chop it up again, man.
All right, salute.
Sure.
All right, y'all. Hey, thanks, everybody, for showing up to the chat, man. And let me make sure I didn't miss the super chat. I'm just going to go through. I don't think I did. I think Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Hey, subscribe to Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Please, all y'all, subscribe to everybody on the panel. Abel Mahari, Stay Ready Boxing, Cali Enigma. Please subscribe to these cats. They deserve your subscription, man. They put out that good work, and we are a community, man. So be subscribed to everybody in the community. If you subscribe to some corny ass channel that you just one day walked by and saw, some some pimple popping commercial or some shit, unsubscribe to some bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with boxing and subscribe to an LDBC channel. Stay Ready Boxing, Cali Enigma, Abel Mahari. We got my man, World Breaker Fighting, Best Fight the Best Boxing. We got all kind of boxing conversations with Reggie Owens. I heard my man puts out a lot of good shit with negotiate. I heard you talking about the business of boxing, Reggie Owens. So I got to chop it up with you. If you 78 Sports TV, all that shit, man. Yeah, Ultimate Fight Club, man. We did a little late night show. But again, man, thank you to everybody that showed up, man. Thank you so much, Callie, for showing up and holding me down when I was drunk. Stay ready. Abel Mahari. Oh, Southside Boxing too, man. Please go find Southside Boxing. And with that, we out. Peace.
I appreciate that, Fannon, and thank you for checking out that interview today too.
Oh
man, that's good, man. I watch you all the time. Stay ready. Yeah. Stay ready. I watch you all the time.
Hey, a funny thing about this? Fannon was pissing people off tonight, especially the Nebraska crew, man. I'm telling you.
They hate me in Nebraska, dog.
I already know.
They hate me in Nebraska, dog.
Fannon, you was the first channel I was watching in the LDBC. You the first one I ran across.
Oh, that's what's up. Stay ready.
And that's how I end up. That's how I end up hearing about everybody else, because all I did was listening to you, and you kept saying the LDBC. I'm like, what is the LDBC? And I typed it in the search bar, and that's when everybody channel. I went through and just listened to everybody. But you was the first one I ran across.
Hey man, thanks, man. There's a lot of good people, man. I'm glad you caught me, man, because there's a lot of other good people. But them Omaha motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna go to Omaha. I ain't gonna go in there.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers be like, "Who are you?"
You show your face too much.
No, let me tell you, but When
Hey,
this
the
when
moment
when I'm gonna tell you this, when Earl and Bud eventually get announced, oh my God, this is gonna be you. Everybody think it's been bad. Wait till that fight gets announced. Look how ignorant people gonna get. You think it's bad
man,
now? I'm serious. When that
hey,
fight eventually
that's gonna be
happens,
worse than Joshua Wilder.
yep.
Oh, in the United States, no doubt.
Yeah.
No
Whew.
doubt. That's just I can't imagine it being worse in America than them two.
Mm-mm.
This shit is
No.
it's just crazy. Hey man, but let me get out of here, man. I gotta go check with my son, man. Thanks everybody.
All
All
right,
right.
Phil.
Yeah, all right, man. We out, man. Peace.